Our first vocabulary word is nutritious. If you eat something that is nutritious, that means it is good for you. We have talked about some things being good for you this week when we've talked about our plants. One of the things that we have said that is good for you is an apple. There's an old saying that if you have an apple a day, it keeps the doctor away. Eating one apple a day, supposedly. That's just a saying that some people say. And I don't know if many of you have heard that saying before, but an apple is nutritious for you. It's healthy. Another thing that is considered healthy for you to eat are carrots. Carrots, and I don't know how many of you have been told this, but carrots are supposed to be extremely good and nutritious for your eyesight. They help your eyes see better. So a lot of times people will say, oh, you need to eat your carrots so you can get your vegetable and vitamins for your eyesight. So carrots are nutritious for you because they are healthy for your eyes. I don't know how many of you like carrots. I'm not a big fan of carrots myself, but I occasionally will try to make sure that I'm eating some carrots because it is nutritious for me and it's good. And I want to make sure that I'm eating things that are nutritious and good for me. Nutritious means something that is good and not just tastes good, but healthy. Good and healthy for you to eat. Anything that is healthy and good for you to eat is nutritious. Draw a picture of something you might eat that would be nutritious. Okay. Our next vocabulary word is function. A function is something's job. Anytime that you have an object that has a function, that object has a job. An example of an object that might have a job is an umbrella. An umbrella's job or function is to keep rain from getting on you. If you stand under it, it causes the rain to go away from where you're standing, and it keeps you from getting wet. Its function is to keep you from getting wet. Sometimes in the summer, you guys will go play baseball, and when you're playing baseball, you might wear a baseball hat. The function of the baseball hat is to cover your head and to maybe keep the sunlight off of you, because when you're out under that sun and it's really hot, you need that to keep you from getting a sunburn. The function of your baseball hat is to cover your head and keep you from getting a sunburn. That's its job. That's the reason why you wear it. That's its purpose. A function is a job or purpose. Take a minute to draw a picture of something you wear or something you use that serves a purpose or serves a function. Like a hat. Maybe you wear a cowboy hat to keep the sun off you. Maybe you use a ponytail holder and its function is to keep your hair out of your face. Think of something that serves a function that you use often and draw a picture of that now. Okay, our next vocabulary word is classify. To classify something means that you are going to put it in a group of things that it's alike or things that are similar. For example, if I gave you a whole bunch of fruit and a whole bunch of junk food, and I told you to classify the food into the group that it makes the best sense, you would sort it. Junk food in one pile, fruit in another. For example, if we had an apple, where would an apple go? Fruit or junk food?
Fruit.
It's fruit, so it would go in the fruit section because an apple is not junk food. It is nutritious. It's something that's healthy for you. And that's something that I would expect you to know because we've talked about it a couple of times. If I told you that I had a slice of pizza, would you put that in fruit or junk food?
Junk food.
A slice of pizza is not really what I would consider a fruit. It doesn't grow on trees. It would go in the junk food section. If I told you I had a bag of potato chips, would that be in the fruit or the junk food section?
Junk food.
We would classify Lay's potato chips or any type of just potato chips into the junk food section because it's not something that's a fruit, doesn't grow on a tree, not really healthy for you. What if I said I had an orange? Where would you put an orange? An orange is a type of fruit. It would go in the fruit section. I would classify it as a fruit. What about grapes? Where would we put grapes? Fruit or junk food?
Fruit.
Grapes are a type of fruit, and we would put them in the fruit section because it's not a junk food, it is a fruit. So to classify means to put things in groups based upon what they have that are the same or similar. Does everybody understand how to sort fruit and junk food?
Yes.
Draw a picture of sorting between two things now. Maybe you want to draw a picture between and classify animals into wild animals or pet animals. A tiger would go into wild animals. A dog would go into pet animals. You can draw and sort between animals. You could draw and sort between fruit and junk food. Do some type of sorting drawing now and put 3 things in each category. So that's something. Our next vocabulary word is claimed. Claimed has suffix ed at the end. The base word is claim. Notice that it has a consonant blend at the beginning of the word. Aimed. Claimed means you said something was yours. A good example of this is when we go to the library each week. A lot of times I will hold up the books and I will ask, whose book is this? Because I need to know who's returned their books and who hasn't. And I will be asking you that. I'm wanting you to claim which book was yours. If I'm standing there and I hold up a book in my hand and I say, who checked out this book? If it's yours, you would claim it by standing up, probably raising your hand and saying, that's my book, Miss Raina. You would claim it as yours. To claim it means you say it is yours. Draw a picture of a time that you've had to claim something was yours. Like today, Savannah claimed that jacket was hers in the cafeteria. Maybe someone's come to the door and said, hey, I found this backpack on the playground, and you had to claim it was yours. Draw a picture now of a time you claimed something was yours. Our next vocabulary word is dine. This is just a fancy way of saying eat. Places that you would dine, any place you would eat. One of the coolest places that I've been to eat at is Fuji's. Because at Fuji's, you sit around at a table like this and a man comes out and he wears like a chef hat and he cooks in front of you. And then he sometimes like makes a volcano with the onion. I think that's the coolest thing too when he does that. But it's kind of a fancy way of saying to dine. You go to a restaurant, you're going to dine there. If you go to Fuji's, you're going to dine at that restaurant. To dine means to eat. Think of a place that you've gone where you got to sit down and eat. It was kind of a fancy restaurant. McDonald's is not a fancy restaurant. Maybe you've been to La Huerta's and you think that is a good example of someplace you've been that's been really nice. Draw a picture of someplace that you have dined before. Okay. I forgot to tell you guys that tonight you're going to have 5 pages of homework. Oh, I was just kidding. But that low, deep sound you made, that low, deep sound you just made where y'all all went, "Aww, aww," is a groan. You just groaned because you weren't really happy about it. You were like, "Oh, man." So anytime that you make a deep sound like that, where you're expressing how you're not really happy about something, that means you are groaning, whining, moaning. Those are all ways to explain that low, deep sound that you make when you groan. Draw a picture of something that might make you groan now. Maybe it's somebody telling a knock-knock joke that's not that funny. Or maybe it is somebody telling you got 5 pages of homework tonight. Maybe it's your teacher telling you that you lost your Fun Friday activity. Those are all examples of what might make you groan. Draw a picture of something that might make you groan now. Okay, we're done.